take you back to John's day. They arrested John, and it was the emperor of Rome that arrested him. Nero had already killed Peter. Nero had killed Paul. Domitian came along. He hated Christians, and he arrested John. He put John, according to history, in boiling oil in a big stadium, and John would not die. And he got so mad that John would not die that he shipped him off to the Isle of Patmos to die on the island. And when he shipped him off, John was about, you ready for this? John was 93 to 95 years old. And Domitian thought the old man's going to die and all these Christians are going to go away. That's what that old mean emperor wanted. And all of a sudden, I realized something. And I'm in Rome, Italy. In chapter 17 and 18 of the book of Revelation, there's something called Mystery Babylon, a woman that represents a harlot religious system with a gold cup in her hand. Are you now track with me? And all of a sudden, there's purple and scarlet color connected with her. And she's got pearls and gold and all this other stuff, but yet she's responsible for martyring those who are believers. The next day, I go to the Vatican. And I was blown away when I stood where the Pope speaks. You don't see it on TV normally. And there was carved above the Pope a woman holding a gold cup. I went, whoa, whoa, that's crazy. Wow. And then I started looking at the cardinals and the bishops, and they all had purple and scarlet on. I'm going, okay, wait a minute, how this is, no, this can't be possible. And then the thought came to me, the Roman system that developed all of that did not come till long after the book of Revelation, and John called it a mystery because in his day it didn't exist. So he says, this is a mystery to me. I'm just going to show you the symbolism of what I see. Now, I'm not telling you, but here's what I want to tell you. Now, if John would have said in Revelation 17 and 18, it says, this city ruling over the kings of the earth in John's day will be destroyed in 1 hour, and people are going to weep and wail, and because of fear of the smoke, they're going to stay afar off. If John would have said, Rome will burn. Wait a minute. Rome had already burnt. Nero had already set it on fire, and Christians had already died because Nero blamed the Christians. John's book called, the Lord's telling me this in Rome, God's book, through the book of Revelation, that book would have never come off the island. If John would have predicted the destruction of the Roman Empire, the death of the Roman Empire, or a new Rome in the future, or a system connected to Rome, and he would have called it by name, watch, instead of using symbolism that made no sense. Imagine this. John writes the book of Revelation. Domitian has died. They're letting him off the island. They said, we want to see what you've written. And they start reading it in Greek. And if he says, Rome will burn, they're going to say, you are a threat to the Roman Empire. You're going to get off this island and start a revolt. You're not leaving, and we're burning your book. But all of a sudden, those same people that want to see what he wrote, he says, and there's a woman riding on a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. She got a gold cup in her hand. It's like, what's this? Well, it's just a vision that I had. I'll just get him off the island. He's weird. Now I'm going to make my statement God gave me in Rome, Italy. Ready? God said, I concealed it in symbolism to protect it. The symbolism is what protected it from the emperors and the people of Rome, who, if God would have made it plain and given the details, he would have been a threat. They would have killed him. They would have confiscated the book, and you and I would never know there was a new Jerusalem coming down from God out of heaven. Give the Lord a hand. God knows what he's doing.